Freedom of speech is paramount. For anyone to attack it in any way, shape, or form is a violation of human rights. In the name of virtue, a lot of people have claimed that free speech needs to be managed and controlled to a certain level. But I profoundly disagree. If you put limits on free speech, it is no longer free speech. Censorship is a dangerous slide. You know where it begins, you never know where it ends. Whatever is said in the name of free speech, even if it is the most vile, evil, inexcusable thing that has ever been said, or the most dignified, prideful, applaudable thing someone can be gifted to hear, it's allowed. Not just because the truth can lie in the confrontation of the most extremes of those two opposites, but because free speech is needed for the evolution of humanity. Censorship prevents psychological and judgmental growth. Censorship leads to regressive behavior and takes humanity back to the Dark Age. So until free speech is recognized globally as being a lawless behavior, every media outlet is allowed to silence everyone without penalty. In a just world, where free speech would be allowed, whoever was in control or had any implication in the actions of censorship of any medias of the world of today would be fired on the spot. But since we are not in a perfect world, and this would be impossible to do so for so many different reasons, I propose that a public site that is immune of all laws against censorship should be created to create competition against media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, but specifically YouTube. Why specifically YouTube? Because YouTube has now more reach and is more influenceable than television, and it also has more control over people's free speech than religion. In this new lawless website, people will be able to say whatever they want in any media format: audio, pictures, videos, whatever. So, because of this, there is a high probability that people will prefer this new website to the current ones. They will lose a lot of people and money, and this will force them to lower their rules to survive. It will force them to lower their censorship and strict control to what used to be more ethical. No impeding actions from any major media platforms that could prevent the website growth will be tolerated, under penalty of them having their status of private turned to public and their CEOs fired on the spot. Instead, to ensure the help of other media platforms, all of them who would like to help fund the website to reach its potential of self-sufficiency will be given a percentage of the money generated from it, adjusted to a respectable number, never surpassing 5%, judged by the amount of money given. What a dangerous amount of you do not seem to understand is that the more you will censor things, the more you will create criminals who will build underground infrastructures to counter your injustice. You're not solving anything with your censorship. You're making it worse for everyone. You're just putting a lid on the boiling pot without turning off the fire. You're creating bombs with your censorship, for fuck's sake. Just look at what is happening with your idea of wanting to implement digital IDs. There's already plenty of videos of people telling the entire world how to be untraceable. You're forcing people down a criminal path. It was the same thing during the Prohibition era. Because there was a huge ban of production, transportation, and importation of alcohol, it created a huge black market that fueled corruptions and created mafias. It's because of you and your censorship that criminals are harder to catch. You fucking idiots. You have too many laws. You keep making more, and you never erase any. Stop. Are you capable of understanding that word? Stop. For every criminal you catch, you create 50 more. It's not with laws and censorship that you fix things. It's by removing the need for the actual problematic situation to exist and by giving a better alternative that you fix things. It's the same thing with drugs. It's not by arresting drug dealers that you fix anything. If the person doesn't have his local source, he or she will go buy it on the black market. You're spending billions of dollars on stupid IDs that bring no good result, but instead builds criminal empires. Let people say what they want to say. Let them see reality for what it really is, leave people alone, and stop putting your nose in people's personal lives. No one is buying your fucking excuses of protection anymore. I just told you, you're not protecting anyone. You're making it worse. Do you have the brain to understand that? The world already has police to catch criminals. So instead of making bullshit laws, get off your fucking asses and do your fucking job. Instead of trying to protect everyone of everything all the time, people will live their lives freely, and imbeciles will get what they deserve. You can't cure stupidity. Laws are made for stupid people. Decent people don't need laws. They already behave correctly. If you keep treating your citizens like children, they will never be adults.